I am incredibly excited to finally reveal the future of touring motorcycles, the 2026 Honda Gold Wing GCT.
The morning sun glows across the horizon, spilling gold across an empty stretch of highway. The world feels calm, almost sacred, like something big is about to happen. And then, slicing through that silence with a presence that feels almost ceremonial, comes a silhouette every touring rider knows by heart. But this time, something is different. Something is new. Something is revolutionary. Asterisk, this is the 2026 Honda Gold Wing GCT. Asterisk, a next-generation monument to long-distance mastery. Asterisk, a machine engineered not just to ride across countries, but to redefine what cross-continental touring truly feels like. Asterisk, you see it before you hear it, the massive commanding front fascia, redesigned with sharper angles, wind channels carved into the body like aerodynamics borrowed from aircraft engineering. The new Gold Wing doesn't just look modern, it looks unapologetically futuristic. The kind of motorcycle that seems ready to glide across time zones without stopping for anything less than the edge of a continent. Asterisk, Honda didn't update the Gold Wing. They reinvented it, and the biggest evolution? Asterisk, the new GCT architecture, Gold Wing cross-touring technology. Asterisk, a complete overhaul of the frame, suspension, airflow, engine tuning, and electronic riding dynamics. This is not an upgrade. It's an entirely new era. Asterisk, walk around the bike and you're met with a massive presence that somehow feels lighter, sleeker, and more athletic than any Gold Wing before it. Honda managed to remove weight from areas where it matters while reinforcing stress points with aerospace-grade aluminum. And the stance. That confident, almost regal posture is unmistakably Gold Wing, but now sharper, leaner, more sculpted. Then your eyes land on the heart of the machine, the re-engineered 1833cc flat-six engine, updated with new variable intake channels and lean burn optimization. The sound is smoother, deeper, cleaner, the kind of refined mechanical note only a horizontally opposed six can produce. Twist the throttle and you don't just hear horsepower. You hear heritage, asterisk, but the moment you press the ignition, that's where the magic begins. Asterisk, a low hum vibrates through the seat. A gentle pulse warms through the handlebars. The bike awakens not with aggression but with confidence. It feels alive, ready, calmly powerful. Like the heartbeat of a giant, and then you hit the road. At low speeds, the 2026 Gold Wing GCT feels shockingly nimble. The updated double wishbone front suspension tracks the road with surgical precision, absorbing rough terrain like it's smoothing out the world for you. The steering is light, fluid, almost telepathic. Slow turns feel effortless. Parking lots become playgrounds. Tight corners feel less like obstacles and more like motions the bike has trained you for. Asterisk, but once you're on the highway, asterisk, the world changes. Asterisk, roll onto the throttle, and the flat six responds with a surge that is both fierce and composed. There's no sudden hit, no jerk, just a perfectly engineered wave of acceleration that pulls stronger and stronger as speed rises. The new GCT. Power delivery is smoother than ever, but the torque curve has thickened in the mid-range, making passes, climbs, and long stretches of open road feel almost weightless. The bike doesn't fight the wind, it moves through it. Asterisk, because Honda completely redesigned the aerodynamics, every vent, every contour, every edge engineered to minimize drag, reduce buffeting, and balance pressure zones around the rider. The windscreen is a masterpiece, fully electric, ultra-quiet, resistant to turbulence, and reshaped to create a calm bubble behind it. Raise it and you feel the world goes silent. Lower it and the Gold Wing becomes a wind-sculpting beast, letting your helmet cut the air cleanly. Asterisk, in the cockpit. It feels like stepping into a luxury touring spacecraft. The new ultra-wide panoramic command screen wraps across the dash with brilliant clarity, offering a split interface you can fully customize. The navigation is smoother, faster, smarter with real-time traffic, weather adaptation, and route prediction based on your riding habits. It syncs wirelessly with your devices through Honda RideSphere 5.0, turning the dashboard into a digital cockpit that evolves with every over-the-air update. Asterisk. Swipe left engine data, swipe right touring info, swipe down tire pressure, suspension presets, passenger communication. It's instantaneous, fluid, effortless. but a Gold Wing is nothing without comfort. And Honda pushed it into a new dimension. The new GCT seat is pressure mapped using a iRider modeling, crafted around long-distance support, heat distribution, and spinal alignment. You don't sit on the Gold Wing, you sink into it, like a throne sculpted for endurance. The passenger seat is larger, floating on dampened mounts, with integrated heating zones and adjustable armrests that feel like first-class seating on a luxury airline. And then come the features. Self-leveling suspension *. The GCT system scans the road hundreds of times per second, adapting preload, damping, and rebound instantly. Load up with luggage, add a passenger, hit a rough road, it adjusts automatically. Adaptive wing assist. New aerofins deploy subtly at higher speeds, increasing stability without sacrificing fuel efficiency. Auto stabilization mode at slow speeds. Tiny torque corrections assist balance, making the Gold Wing feel almost impossible to drop. Reverse plus enhanced walking mode. Smooth, controlled, and more precise than ever, perfect for maneuvering in tight spaces. But no feature stands out more than the redesigned surround sound tour audio system. It fills the air with rich, immersive clarity that moves with you. Honda placed acoustic chambers within the fairing to use natural airflow as a resonator, creating one of the most impressive touring audio experiences ever engineered on a motorcycle. And then comes the ride. The open highway stretches. The engine hums like an orchestra. The chassis glides over imperfections as if the bike isn't touching the road at all. The Gold Wing GCT doesn't just carry you. It transports you physically, emotionally, mentally into a space where distance stops feeling like a measure of time. You feel a surreal calm settle over you. A rhythm. A sensation that the ride isn't something you're doing, it's something you're becoming a part of. And when night arrives, the bike becomes a spectacle. The new LED matrix headlamps flare out like twin blue-white arcs, illuminating the world far beyond what your eyes expect. The running lights glow with a signature pattern instantly recognizable, turning the Gold Wing into a moving symbol of prestige and power. Fuel efficiency? Shockingly good. Despite its size, the refined 6-cylinder sips fuel with discipline thanks to advanced combustion management and a new friction reduction system. Long rides become longer, stops become fewer. Freedom becomes fuller. When you finally pull over, maybe at a viewpoint overlooking a valley, maybe beside a quiet beach, you step off the Gold Wing and realize something important. You didn't just ride across a distance. You traveled through an experience. You didn't just operate a machine. You partnered with a masterpiece. The 2026 Honda Gold Wing GCT isn't just a motorcycle. It's a luxury grand tourer designed to turn journeys into memories, roads into stories, and miles into something deeply personal.